Welcome. In today's video, I'm going to talk about using a pendulum to find out what your best oil is for whatever situation it is that you have. So there are many different Young Living oils, and lots of them have crossover uses because they all can be used in so many different ways. And I like to use the pendulum to find out which one I want to purchase for a specific reason. Or if I have a few in front of me and I can't decide which one is best, I can use the pendulum. A lot of people intuitively know which is the right one, and sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. A pendulum is a way of accessing your higher self, so getting the lower mind out of the way, what you think or what you should feel like you should be doing, and getting to your higher self. So what you'll do, it can answer yes or no questions. So you're going to first find out what your movement is for yes or no. So you're going to dangle it over your left hand and you just hold it. Don't move your right hand. You don't move this hand at all. You just allow it to move on its own. And the first question you ask is, what is my yes? And as you hold, I'm going to do it myself because I know mine is always clockwise. So I will show you what it looks like. It just takes a while. Longer than I want to wait in the video, longer than you want to wait for the video. And then I'll stop it and I'll say, what is my no? And mine happens to be counterclockwise. Yours might be the same. Usually it is, but sometimes it's vertical line and then a horizontal line. And one or the other is yes and no. Okay, so I'm not moving at all with my hand. I'm just breathing and relaxing, and the longer I go, the more, look, it's already starting to move. All on its own. It's kind of cool. There, it's already starting to go around clockwise. It's pretty cool to start playing with it. And I highly recommend, if you're not sure, a little suspect about it, to ask it a simple question. So, is my name Laura? That sort of thing. And it happens to be, just in case you don't know me. And it will just start going around clockwise, like that. Okay, so now when you get to the oils, what you want to do is use your product guide to find a few of the oils that you might like, you think are appropriate. I do this with my coaching all the time because people say, you know, I'm really working on letting go. And it's like, okay, well, there's surrender, there's release, there's into the future. There's a few oils that might be appropriate. Read about each one. And then you can take your pendulum and you can literally, over the picture, you can hang it. And say, and you have to ask a yes or no question. Now, this is where you need to be very specific. So when you're dangling over the picture, people often ask, is this oil good for me? And you know what? 98% of the time, it is, because these oils are awesome. And for the most part, they're good for all of us. So you need to be specific. So is this the oil that will help me best to let go of or to surrender in a particular situation? Or to be my best self in this situation? So you need to ask yes or no, and you need to be specific to whatever it is that you're looking for. And you dangle it right over the photo and you wait for your answer. And if it doesn't move for what feels like an inordinately long period of time, there's a good chance that this is a neutral. It's like, I don't know. It's a very neutral, see, look, there's nothing going on there. I have no hand for it to move with. I haven't asked it a question. It just stays steady. Okay, now what makes a good pendulum? This is actually a pendulum. So it's actually a pendulum that I've purchased specifically for this use. And you can get some really lovely crystal ones in crystal stores or online. And just Google pendulums. But honestly, you can also use a necklace with a relatively heavy pendant. It needs to be pretty heavy because it needs to have heft and weight to it to pull the string down. But it doesn't have to be anything particularly special. This one is. A lot of people are really attached to their pendulums. But anything is going to respond to you as long as it has weight to it. All right. I hope this helps you figure out what oils are best for you as you move forward with your work. You can use it for everything, whether it's emotional, physical, spiritual, on every level. Your intuition coming through your pendulum.